हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम्स टू ज्ञान्स एकेडमी। ये वीडियो में हम NABH एक्रेडिटेशन एजुकेशन सीरीज के अंदर आज ऑब्जेक्टिव एलिमेंट्स 2 देखेंगे ऑफ द AAC, असेस असेसमेंट एंड कंटिन्यूटी ऑफ केयर। Before moving to today's topic, I would like to request you, please like, share and subscribe our channel. अगर आप लोगों ने सब्सक्राइब किया है, थैंक यू वेरी मच। अगर नहीं किया, प्लीज आप सब्सक्राइब करिए, so you will be getting notification on new videos whichever we are putting. So NABH 6th edition education series में what we are going to do or what we are doing, we are going through with the chapters, every chapters and objective elements and interpretation. उसके बाद वो chapter के under what documentation we required, we are going through with the draft SOPs, and then उसमें कौन सी trainings required है and what will be your quality indicators and all stuffs we are seeing. So let's start this video. So how to get a draft documents of SOPs, policies, procedures, that will be at the end of this video. I'm going to give you the QR code, जिसे आप scan करके you will be getting your required documents. So let's move to today's topic. So AAC Standard 2, the organization has a well-defined registration and administration process. So objective element A, the organization uses a written guidance for registering and admitting the patients. जहाँ पे भी ये हैस्ट्रिक का पॉइंट है, right? That means स्टार जहाँ पे भी है स्टैंडर्ड में, उसका मतलब है we required some SOP or policy or procedure on those objective element. So ये objective element की interpretation क्या है? Organization shall prepare a documents detailing the mechanism of registration and admission of patient, which should also include unidentified patients. Okay, now what this means, जब भी आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कोई भी पेशेंट आ रहा है, उसकी रजिस्ट्रेशन एंड एडमिशन जो भी प्रोसेस है वो वेल डिफाइंड होनी चाहिए और डॉक्यूमेंट होनी चाहिए, including unidentified patient. Many of the time in some of the organization ऐसा होता है कि there is a patient is coming एंड पेशेंट की कोई आइडेंटिटी नहीं है, पेशेंट के पास कोई नाम नहीं है या कोई डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं है जिससे हमें पता चल सके कि वो पेशेंट कौन है। सो उस वैसे पेशेंट को भी एडमिट करने के लिए हमारे पास प्रोसेस होनी चाहिए। All patients who are assessed in the hospital shall be registered. The organization could consider mechanism to verify the identity of patient during registration. All admission must be authorized by the doctor. Additionally, documentation as required shall be included for foreign nations. So what it mean, जो भी एडमिशन होनी है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में उसका नोट डॉक्टर की ऑथराइजेशन से ही होगी। Okay, so and plus if your hospital is dealing with the foreign nations, okay, like आपके पास medical tourism है, so you require a foreign nations पेशेंट्स की कैसे एडमिशन करेंगे वो भी हमने इंक्लूड करनी है। The written guidance addresses outpatient, daycares, inpatients and emergency patient. Whatever way you are going to admit the patient, like यहाँ आप पेशेंट को देखने वाले हो, like outpatient setting में या डे केयर सेटिंग में, या मे बी पेशेंट इज गेटिंग एडमिटेड, routine admission ho, emergency admission ho, whatever way the patient is going to get admitted or you are going to see the patient, you have to do the registration. The patient and family are informed of the silent steps of registration admission. This could be done through appropriate displays information on the website. What it means, like whenever your patient is there or family is there, you have to inform what are the steps of your admission or registration process. So यहाँ पे what document is required? We require a policy and procedure on registration and admission process. Let's move on a objective element B. A unique identification number is generated at the end of registration. इसकी interpretation है, the organization shall ensure that every patient gets the unique number which is generated at the end of registration of the first interaction that the patient has with the organization. This number shall be used for the identification of the patient across the organization and ensure continuity of care across the organization. All hospital records of the patient shall have this number. Unique implies that this is the one-time affair. Please note that patient can have only one unique number. However, in the case of multiple visits, IPOP, a different number could be generated in addition to the above mentioned unique number. This number shall be linked to the unique number to ensure continuity of care. What it means, like example, if I come to your hospital for any treatment or any stuff, so मेरा एक UHID बनेगा. That is a unique hospital identity number. Example, my unique hospital identity number is the 2024. Okay, so ये generate हुआ. Now I come for a OPD visit. ठीक है, so आपने एक मेरे को OPD number दिया. Example, that is a 50 number. Okay, now this is my first visit. Now I came again second visit पे OPD में. Okay, now you gave me another number 51. Okay, or 52, whatever number. So this has to be linked with this. फिर से इसके साथ link होगा ये भी. Okay, with the UHID. N number of time I'm coming to the organization, irrespective you are giving me next OPD number, or when suppose IP में आई, you gave me the IP number. Okay, so that has to be linked with my unique ID number. So for me, only one unique number is there. Okay, and then sequence of admission or whatever I'm coming, you have another number, but ये link है. So you know, okay, Jaswant के लिए there is a UHID number 2024, and then this will be showing the continuity of my care. Like first attempt I came, okay, second attempt I came, third attempt I admitted. So everything details is in one UHID. Okay, that is the meaning of this all objective element. Okay, so that we have to see, and this is very important. This is a core element. Okay, this is a core element. That means हमने ये करना ही करना है. Okay. Next is a C. The patient are accepted only if the organization can provide the required services. Scope of services में हमने देखा what all services we are providing, we are documenting it and we are displaying. और जो services हम नहीं provide कर रहे वो भी हम document कर रहे हैं. Now उससे ये link है, right? So the staff handling registration and admission needs to be aware of the services that the organization can provide. It also advisable to have the system wherein the staff is aware as to whom to contact if they need any clarification on the services provided. In case of emergency, life-saving treatment shall be initiated before any decision is taken regarding the acceptance. So यहाँ पे क्या है, जो services हम नहीं provide कर रहे, वो services अगर patient आता है, हमने क्या करना है, ठीक है? So that will be there. और अगर सपोज जो भी सर्विसेज हम प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, अगर उसके रिलेटेड भी कोई क्वेरी है तो वी शुड नो whom टू कॉन्टैक्ट. ओके, देयर शुड बी वन कॉन्टैक्ट पर्सन. यूजुअली हर शिफ्ट में हमारे पास सुपरवाइजर्स होते हैं, सो दे विल बी द पीपल whom we contact and get the clarification of services provided. Now example, if your hospital is not providing the services on burn, ठीक है, out of scope, not in scope. Okay, अगर आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बर्न्स को सर्विसेज नहीं दे रही और आपके यहाँ पे कोई बर्न पेशेंट आ गया, सो व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू? ओके, इन केस ऑफ इमरजेंसी लाइफ सेविंग ट्रीटमेंट शाल बी इनिशिएटेड। फर्स्ट हम लाइफ सेविंग ट्रीटमेंट देंगे एंड देन वी विल बी सी कि व्हाट टू डू, वेयर टू ट्रांसफर। So that will be there. So every organization should have the MOU with the another hospitals अगर आपके पास वो services नहीं है तो. Okay, we will be talking about that MOU in one of the other video. Okay, so that is the meaning of this objective element C. Now next is the D. The written guidance also addresses managing patient during non-availability of the bed. When you don't have bed, what you're going to do? Interpretation: the organization is aware of the availability of alternate organizations where the patient may be directed in case of non-availability of the bed. In case of the organization admits this patient in a temporary holding area, it shall ensure that there is adequate infrastructure to take care of this patient. Further, the organization shall define as to how long patients are kept on temporary beds before a decision to transfer out is taken. The guidance also addresses managing patients when the bed is not available in the described bed category or unit. The financial implications explained to the patient on the same. Okay, now यहाँ पे policy आएगी, policy and procedure on management of non-availability of the bed. So what it says, अगर आपके पास bed नहीं है, अगर आप पेशेंट को किसी टेम्पररी होल्डिंग एरिया में होल्ड कर रहे हो, वहां पे आपके पास प्रॉपर नर्सिंग स्टाफ, प्रॉपर डॉक्टर्स, अप्रोप्रिएट इंस्ट्रूमेंट, इक्विपमेंट, सप्लाईज होनी चाहिए ताकि आप पेशेंट की टेक केयर कर सको। और आप कितने टाइम तक उस टेम्पररी होल्डिंग एरिया में रखोगे पेशेंट को, दैट हैज टू बी डिफाइंड दिस इन दिस पॉलिसी। ओके, और इफ यू डोंट हैव दैट, आपका किसी और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ टाई अप है कि नहीं, MOU, we will be going to talk about this MOU more detailed. Okay, so that is there. Next is a objective element E. Assess the healthcare services in the organization is prioritized according to the clinical needs of the patient. This is a triaging. What is the interpretation of this objective element? The patient with a clinical problem which warrant an early response are identified and prioritized in all care setting: outpatient, inpatient, emergency, and diagnostic services. For example, a patient is waiting in an OPD who complains of giddiness is seen as soon as possible. A vulnerable patient coming for a diagnostic test is fast-tracked. All the staff handling this activity should be oriented to the applicable guidelines. Okay, now what it means, we have to triage the patient. We have to give the priority to the patient who really need our attention. Okay, example, if patient comes in OPD and patient is sitting and suddenly patient say, oh, I have giddiness. Okay, that patient is your priority. Now you have to see that patient on a urgent basis. Okay, same way diagnostic services में, same way in patients also. It should not be like कि सिर्फ emergency में हमने triaging policy implement करनी है. Triaging policy will be the across the organization. So यहाँ पे policy requirement, document requirement is a policy and procedure on triage. Okay. So this all are the objective elements for standard 2. So let's move on. What all SOPs or documents will be from this particular standard? From this particular standard, we're going to have the 3 important SOPs or a policy and procedure. First is the registration process. Second is the non-availability of the bed. Third will be the on triaging. So in today's video, we will be going to see only sorry. in this video, we'll be only seeing the registration process. Let me just go back. Yeah. So let's see my registration process, SOP or policy and procedure on registration. So as already explained in the last video, what will be on a header and what will be on your footer. So let's move on page 1. Objectives. Objective of this policy is all appointments for the OPDs and IPD should be planned, recorded, and processed in standardized way throughout the hospital for maximum convenience of the patient. This policy, where all it's applicable, every patient get the UHID number, all inpatient number will be received IP number. What will be the scope of this policy? Scope of policy will be the OPD appointments, registrations, then IPD appointments, diagnostics, everywhere this will be implemented. What will be the there are some definitions and abbreviation has been used in this document. So these are the I just give the reference of the abbreviations. So reference point for making this document is the NABH and JCR. This policy may have the flow chart. अगर आप बनाना चाहते हो तो that will be very good. So flow chart आएगा यहाँ पे. Then procedure. You have to write it down what all you are going to do, like appointment process for OPD patient, then registration process for OPD patient, and then registration process for IPD patient. Okay, now here we have to mention some of the important, like how you are going to identify your patient, like आपके पास right patient आया है कि नहीं. So that will be, you are going to check the patient's identity documents. Now next will be like work instruction. Now these policies will be used by the IP staff or reception staff. So what work instruction you are going to give and who will be the responsible for that steps. So that I had put it. Okay. So that is there. Then what all record will be getting generated among after following this protocol. There will be the registration form and there will be the admission consent form. Okay, so that will be there. Now next is what will be the quality and audit, quality indicator and audit you will be doing. We will be seeing in another video. Okay, so stay tuned for another video on quality indicators. Now from this, what will be your trainings? Training on a registration process, training on a non-availability of the bed, and training on a triage. So let's see what will be the trainings. Okay, so training on a registration process. This is a just training tracker to whom all you are going to give the trainings that I had put it. For to get this document also, please watch the video till end. So training on a registration process, you will be giving to the reception staff, nurses, doctors, lab, technicians of every areas, because they should know there is a UHID, there is a IP number, or there is a OPD number, irrespective of where they are working. Then management also you have to give training on a non-availability of the bed. That will be to reception staff, nurses, doctors. Training on a triage will be the reception staff, nurses, and doctors. So this all will be the target audience for your trainings. Okay, frequency of training will be totally depend on organization policy, but सबसे पहले when patient staff is joining उस time हमने देनी है, या फिर जो भी changes हो रहे हैं, that time we have to give the training. Okay, so that's all about the registration and admission process. So to get this draft document of policy and procedures, please scan this QR code and you will be landing up to the My page, and from where you can download this policy, procedure and training records free of cost. And thanks for watching, and I really appreciate if you put comments. नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव कमेंट्स दोनों वेलकम है. पॉजिटिव कमेंट से मुझे बूस्टअप मिलेगा और वीडियोस बनाने के लिए. Negative comments say I will be getting learning point